we are in draft. So on the left side, you will see that we have AFG's Adam the Pancake, Nasty Gouda, Setsuna, A12, and Thuggish Emu. And on the right side, we have the NYPD's team. I did not get their summoner names, and for some reason, it is not showing their summoners to me, which is interesting. So starting off the draft, we have a Rammus and Rumbleban on the side of AFG, and we have a Katarina ban from the side of NYPD. It seems that they remember Adam from the last time that the NYPD and AFG faced off. Ashban following up the Katarina. Jesus. Hang on. My microphone's still muted? I can't really tell if my microphone is still muted or not. No, it's working. Okay, good. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me. At least I believe you should be able to hear me. So coming into the draft, we have Trundle. I believe that was first picked, and then a Misfortune and a Hecarim to follow it up, and then a Vi and a Caitlyn. Let's see what the final pick is in this first phase from the NYPD. Blitzcrank. Misfortune is very strong in this current meta, lethality being a very predominant choice. So far though, unless the Blitzcrank goes full AP, like they don't have very many AP options picked. But on the side of AFG, we, I believe, have all AD options picked up. Syndra being banned out on the side of AFG, with Thresh being banned out on the side of NYPD, and they're about to pick out that last ban to see what exactly they do not want to be playing against here. And it looks like it will be a Morgana, trying to take away those support options from, I believe, Thuggish Emu.
You don't have to be afraid of me.
Looks like the final picks from AFG will be Kale and Volibear, and as a response, NYPD will pick up the Udyr. I'm assuming that's Udyr top, as Udyr top has been relatively strong, and they've already picked up the Hecarim here. Let's see what NYPD come in for their last pick of Victor. I'm not 100% sure of Victor's place in the meta at the moment. I believe he's strong. It looks like on the side of AFG, it's Trundle support with Volibear just top and Kale mid. A very interesting draft coming out of Airforce Gaming. Looks like Misfortune 80 carry. It looks like NYPD went for a very, very standard draft in terms of what they picked and everything, as well as it seems very strong in the meta, whereas with AFG it seems like they've gone a little bit more interesting with the Trundle support pick. I don't think I've seen a Trundle support picked in a long time. Yes, NYPD is New York Police Department. I hope everyone is doing well in chat. Thank you all for coming out again to support Airforce Gaming's Showmatch. We're hopefully looking to do quite a few more of these. Yes, NYPD has a league team. And we are very grateful for them to be wanting to come out and put on this show match with us. Maybe if we can get some other law enforcement stations to get some league teams, we can create our own little tournament, which would be really interesting, combining law enforcement with maybe sister branches. I'll have to look into that. But as far as the draft go, I definitely like the Vi pick and the Caitlyn pick, but then the other three picks from AFG definitely are rather interesting. Misfortune is just incredibly strong, so I'm hoping that the Caitlyn Trundle, which I believe that's a Trundle support, will be able to come out with something from that laning phase. I will say the Trundle is definitely going to be very strong in terms of his roams. His pillar is great for catching out people and just running them down in terms of their roams, as well as a lot of objective control. And it does seem like the NYPD have a lot of tanky frontline in Udyr and Hecarim. I believe Hecarim builds tank nowadays. With Blitzcrank as well being slightly less tanky, but still tanky enough to sometimes maybe assist Trundle with his ultimate ability. But there's also really good scaling on Airforce Gaming side with the Kale. I think Kale scales incredibly well if they can survive the laning phase. And the game is load. Oh, I see now what Airforce Gaming was doing. They picked all law enforcement skins with Captain Volibear, Officer Vi, Riot Kale, Officer Caitlyn, and Constable Trundle. A kind of a nod to the NYPD. It's very, very interesting to see. I guess Airforce Gaming is definitely going to try to put the show in Showmatch, as well as show NYPD who the real law enforcement is.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, let's see what this has to offer. So it looks like
30
AFG
seconds until
is
minions
stacking
spawn.
up in a bush, possibly waiting for an invade. Pretty smart, seeing as how the enemy team has a Blitzcrank. And it looks like the NYPD might just fall. Oh, never mind. It's just dropping some vision down and heading back out, it seems. Or not.
Minions have spawned.
Possibly looking for another invade, though it is spotted out by a ward. And just gonna play the cautious route, as it seems the NYPD may know that that AFG knows. It's a very, very picturesque of them each pointing fingers at each other, knowing what's going on. It's very interesting to watch. Both teams giving a leash to the traveler. Both teams starting on the bottom side, looking to possibly pass up towards that top side matchup of Volibear. Udyr could also be looking towards very strong objective from season 14. They're really objective, especially having reliable teams. But sadly, very few of those in solo teams. Who can get the early pressure in the top side matchup. Let's crank using 2 of those hooks. Udyr answers back to the stun. Udyr getting really low though in that trade up top before finally walking it out. Blood to Blitzcrank, followed by the Caitlyn kill. Trundle will run down with them flash for flash while Trundle looks for it, and he will find it with the Q. Very good trade, I believe, in AFG's favor there for the there. Volibear finding another trade and finding a solo trade onto Udyr, taking AFG up to 3 kills here, and it's only been 3 minutes. This is going to be either a very bloody game or a very fast game, and I can't tell right now which it is. Kale just farming it up in mid lane. Victor's doing the same, looking for some pokes with that laser. Victor's got to be careful though, he's running low on mana. Looking for those Q and laser trades. Caitlyn getting hooked again, like Blitzcrank stepping back into the trap. 5 here and now. Kale gets stunned up into the Victor snare. Victor just looking to try to walk it out, but I believe he's walking towards the wrong side of the bridge. Vi will pick up AFG's 4th kill there. This early game is surely going favor of AFG, already 2,000 gold up. Well, close to the median. Almost a 50k. Trundle dancing on him. Trying to maybe bait out a hook or maybe just get their attention. And that solidly ignoring it. Just this Trundle. This is begging him to fight. Oh, Caitlyn gets pushed by the Blitzcrank. Trundle going in, rushing down that Blitzcrank. Meanwhile, outside, Arm Fest. Hecarim waiting in the wings, possibly looking for a gank onto this Caitlyn and Trundle. It will be spotted out by a ward, and Hecarim will think better of it as Trundle onto the Hecarim. Getting some small amount of damage with Hecarim, tries to back out. Trundle steps up. Diving the Udyr. Trundle took 3 men to take out both of AFG's bot lane. But it's good to see that NYPD are looking for plays and trying to find a way to get back into this game. It does seem pretty rough, especially when you have that Kale just soaking up waves in the mid lane, scaling up to her level 16 power spike. Vi now coming in to Victor, gets stunned up in the trap. Kale will also follow up and get stunned into the trap. Vi face checking a bush and getting caught out by the Heckler. Now looking to try to escape back to the tower. And Vi will get carved down by the Victor ult. Victor still wanting some more, will look to try to punish the Kale further, but won't be able to find much more in that trade. I believe the Vi was trying to just look for a small gank onto mid lane to get cryo for the void grubs, and just was not expecting Heckram to be there, and they capitalized on it really well. Good to see NYPD finding some success just in that mid lane, getting Victor slightly ahead of the volley there, and just mauling this Udyr, shut down by the tower. Getting a little greedy after those first couple of kills, but that shutdown gold will definitely help the Udyr become tankier and stronger up there on the top side. Udyr looks to be building a Trinity build. From what I've seen in the meanwhile, down in bot side, Stumbles going to get pushed by the Blitzcrank and get taken really low, and that's going to look to try to punish him off, but he's not going to find it. Blitzcrank's going on to the Caitlyn now. Caitlyn just firing shot after shot into this. Both sides looking really low now. Waiting for one small misstep on either side to try to take advantage of this lane. Kale now looking to go aggressive onto the Victor, but will lose more health into that trade than I think that she may want to. Victor just looking to put laser after laser into Kale, while he's constantly punishing the top side Udyr. Bundle now, getting the game from the Vi, trying to look for the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank will flash away. Vi going on to the Misfortune now, and then flying the Misfortune. Needed Volt Breaker from Vi now. OP trying to keep going on the Heckram, and the volley there will 2v1, it seems. On the top side, nearly taking out both of them. Volley now, waiting for his gets turned up by Udyr, and will still take down Udyr with the, I believe that was his E, the Rending Claws. Trundle now looking to start up this dragon on the bot side. I believe during all of that, at some point, NYPD got the fourth Blitzcrank coming over to check the dragon now. AFC not going to find much of anything, as Vi will just simply back into the pit. Blitzcrank using the bushes as cover, trying to look for an angle possibly onto Caitlyn. Scoreline is currently 9-5 with AFG's favor. Again, for anybody who's just joining recently, AFG is on the blue side, and on the red side we have NYPD. AFG opted into an interesting draft of all police officer skins. Vi looking out the Hecker invading her topside jungle. He will just get away some help from the Victor. Now looking for not find it onto the Caitlyn and will get caught in the trap, taking a large chunk of damage. Victor now looking to fight with Kale in mid lane, getting some lasers on him and trying to back away. And Kale will put auto attack into auto attack. Bundle and Caitlyn are just doing damage to this tower. Topside tower is already gone. All there is Trundle's getting pushed down, taking tower shots. Have to flash away while being exhausted by the Blitzcrank. Will not go down. After coming in now to try to finish off the Thunder. Reminded to use this ulti. Eventually be taken down by Caitlyn through process. Going for that 1-for-1 trade. Now Caitlyn all alone down here has to be careful. Doesn't really have much help to really stand on. Kale down on the bot side with Caitlyn now is just thrown down here. Kale getting stunned up in the trap. Possibly looking for more. But it seems like AFG will just walk away. Ollie is just competitively going for these towers. Not paying any mind to any of this Udyr code. Udyr building to be a little bit more tanky into this Volibear, but him having on-hit damage, he's going to be dealing a good amount of magic damage as well as his auto attacks. Dealing some decent damage with that Nashor's Tooth. Volley just looking to constantly keep pressure in the top side. Udyr looking to try to get away from Volley. Tower and try to go on to this Udyr, but Udyr runs away and Volley just seems to let him. Now in mid lane, Victor getting caught out with the pillar. Kale trying to follow up. Trundle getting stunned up by his trap. Kale will take one tower shot and just back away. Trundle looking to push away with this wave, trying to get this mid tower down. So at least get some pressure onto it. And AFG at 13 minutes in, about 5k gold lead, scoreline 10-6 with one Inferno Dragon in their pocket. I believe it might be the first one of those. MF getting really low as Trundle looks for a gank on his own bot side, but is dissuaded from it by the Blitzcrank. And now it seems that they may be getting a little pressure on the bot tower. And that's looking to clear the wave now. Blitzcrank looking to try to fight over this bitch. Will not be too successful by going onto the Victor in mid lane. Gets stunned up and lasered. Now Victor has to run as there's reinforcements from Caitlyn. And Trundle will essentially call a Hecarim that meanwhile is on the back line, threading through Caitlyn, and will run away with the extremist of health. MF cleaning up the fight with the Udyr and Blitzcrank, and that puts them in good position. Hecarim and MF have to be very careful. They are low. Meanwhile, Ollie is going to town on these towers. Blitz pushing to death. Victor now trying to get him off of the tower. Really starting to find it. Volibear now looking to try to get into Victor's face. Massive amount of big problem for NYPD, not giving them any rest on the top side. Hecarim now seems to be caught out by Trundle, putting pressure on him, and Trundle will find the kill. Blitzcrank now just clearing some vision and top side, possibly looking to set up for that Herald. Caitlyn and Trundle now looking just to try to put some pressure on the bot tower. Meanwhile, top lane is competitively going in AFC's favor. All of the towers and top side being dropped with that inhibitor still. AFG is incredibly far ahead at this point. Fight with Blitzcrank and MF. MF taking him to half health with Blitzcrank trying to provide the CC. Now you've got 4v3 in the mid lane here. Flash is being punished while AFG tries to escape to find better positioning for this fight. MF constantly looking to put damage down with Victor coming through, trying to burn down the Caitlyn and won't find it. Caitlyn with the last push on the way with their next shot. Mid lane tower will fall to the 4 of NYPD, and they look to be pressure from as Kale seems to be pushing the top tower, and all the things to be taking down towers from the bot side. NYPD have done decent damage, opening up the middle of the map, trying to there's so much to keep track of. Hecarim running now from the Caitlyn as it seems Vi and Kale will clean up the rest of the fight. AFG seem to very effectively divide and conquer on NYPD there, forcing the jungler to topside and pushing the bot mid lane down. He's really doing a number on NYPD. Don't seem to have very many answers for AFG at this point. They seem to be getting consumed by all the minions. Kale and Volibear pushing on the side lane here. Now it looks like AFG are looking to try to set up for something around this arrow. And it seems NYPD know they're trying to fight for vision in their own jungle. Trundle taunting them ever so continuously. And it seems 3 of AFG ready to fight at this arrow. NYPD seem to be slowly pushing on, trying to fight the vision of this strength. Has to be careful here. He's just ahead of most of his team, but AFG won't capitalize. Meanwhile, Volley just constantly pushing on the bot side, looking to try to take advantage of the Volley doing that. He's going to start up his arrow. Trying to himself not be answered by NYPD at all. Now have to be careful. He's doing more. He's just coming on fighting, trying to take on all of the NYPD. That he will eventually fall, taking several health bars down to maybe 200 health by himself. So that Volibear is an absolute menace, but a menace that NYPD has answered effectively, as now they will look to try to get some shove into the mid lane. But they have to be careful, as it seems that AFC may be trying to set up a trap for them in the side brush here. With fantastic careful walking in. Trying to effectively save those
Double kill.
to NYPD getting 4 kills with nothing responding on the side of AFG. It's now 20-13 with almost a 8-0. I gotta say, I really was not looking forward to NYPD. AFG showed up in long hair and is absolutely just laying down the NYPD. Now they're coming down through mid lane, take out these towers. One after the other. Volibear out on both sides of him. Taking out Udyr will fall. Volibear will try to pressure Victor, but then coming back down to the base for Victor, and Victor will eventually take out Volibear. Meanwhile, the AFG will be getting the first Baron. And that will be Baron for AFG. Gotta be honest, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to wait for the NYPD to come back, and they're just gonna have to really organize themselves on time because Volleyball and take him off extended like that as quickly and effectively as they can. But he's so durable with the Leandre's Riftmaker pairing that it takes a while, it seems, for him to take him out. Caitlyn looking on this top side. They're the only ones currently putting effective pressure out until Trundle gets this wave push down. Hector for his life and will not be able to escape. Find out what he can do with Victor. Victor's looking to try to stay away and get away from him. Caleb getting touched on. Getting dropped low before the ulti can come out from the MF. Seems like not much, but we can with the MF also making a lot of space with the health bars being dropped to below half on the AFC side. They're looking at top half again. The NYPD after answering all five, just trying to get the now my god, one ult and a huge triple kill for the Volibear. And it seems like this game is just about over as AFG will look to try to take out the tower, and it will be Airforce game. What a first match. It was definitely interesting to see that. It will be just a quick second while we get the next game set up, guys, but after that first game, NYPD, you're gonna have to come up with something to deal with this, with Adam in the top side. I don't know if AFG is going to be pulling out this all police force strat again, but if they can't come up with something more solid in that top side, it may just be the same instance again. But we'll have to wait and see. So we will be right back shortly while I set up the next game. So please be patient. Welcome back, everyone. We are getting the second game set up. I did, while we were paused, get the NYPD's esports information. It is at twitch.tv/NYPD esports. So if you would like to subscribe to them and watch some of their games in the future, definitely subscribe to them and give them a follow. It would definitely help them out as well as help us out to support anyone who likes to play with us. We definitely enjoy having them here and definitely want the best for them and their channel as well. So once again, that is twitch.tv/NYPD esports. And it is just gonna take a few more minutes for the draft to be up. Currently we're doing some ready checks on the side and making sure that everyone is good to go. Again, Airforce Gaming is red side, on the blue side is the NYPD. You've got Shaco top, Twitch jungle, which I haven't seen in a very long time, Akali mid, Twisted Fate 80 carry, and Braum support versus a Rammus top, which is a very interesting pick, a Hecarim jungle, a Anivia mid, an MF 80 carry, and a Amumu support. And it looks like Airforce Gaming is looking for an invade on the bot side here. Maybe just looking to put down some vision, possibly looking for a pick. They don't seem to have the strongest invade here, but possibly just looking to find something here. With 4 members. Shaco is still up on top side, possibly just getting that brush control and making sure that they don't counter invade. And it looks like AFG will leave without finding anything, even though they did get relatively close. I really hope that my mic is working. I can't quite hear myself, so mic. Alright. Seems AFG will start up on the blue side here with the Twitch. No leash for the Hecarim, so he is giving lane priority to his top and bot side, which is hopefully going to work out in their favor. Bot side will get the push. Twitch, though, does look to be coming in for an early gank on the bot side. Possibly looking for the inner fortune. We'll find some damage. And maybe we'll stun following up from the Braum. And it looks like it'll be an early kill to the TF. The ignite from the Braum and the card from Twisted Fate finding that final shot. Amumu now looking like he's trying to go for these low health targets, but I don't know if that's the wisest idea, as I don't know how much he'll be able to find. Braum and Twitch will find an early back after that first blood, which will, I think, put Twitch really far behind in farm, as I don't think he was expecting to get that low in that early play. For the other lanes, though, you've got Shaco pushing in on top, looking to just put some damage onto the tower, and a Nivea and a Kali seemingly just farming it out. Ramos talking to Shaco, getting some good damage onto him. Shaco finding not much in return. Seems like all laners will just kind of look to just farm it out. Maybe now looking for the stun on a Kali, walling her off from escape. Kali looking for Shroud. Amumu will get damage from one draw. But it looks like just one more hit and Amumu would be stunned up. Amumu is dangerously looking for that second bandage toss. Maybe a good thing that he didn't get it. Braum finding another Q onto the Amumu. Not much follow up there, so there won't be a stun. TF now just looking to try to slow push this wave out. Building up to try to grab the tower. I want to go see what was going on there in mid lane, as Akali is now half health. And Nivea just seems to be putting relentless posts into this Akali. Back in mid lane, Braum looking to go aggressive now onto the middle. Not going to be able to find much. Akali getting stunned up, walled off, and Nivea is just relentlessly poking her down. Will find a kill onto the Nivea. Solo kill at that. Good job on NYPD's mid laner. Now getting it back. The Kali TPing back out from mid lane. Shaco seems to be proxy farming on top side, just applying pressure to Rammus's topside tower. An interesting strategy. Now MF Amumu trying to get some vision. I think they're almost dragging. Kali going in on me. Nivea gets walled off. Takes a tower shot and backs away. MF looking for some poke on the TF. Rom now face checking a bush and then he stuns him up. Rom throwing some damage into him with the Q auto attack. Got Twitch now looking to come up from behind, looking to put some pressure into Braum, but I think they know that something's up as they seem to be backing way off. Shaker now just looking to try to proxy still, but has to be careful as he's getting relatively low. And juking Rammus now. Rammus gets caught out with the ultimate. Shaco still incredibly low. Hecarim is in the area and he just keeps juking them, continuously playing with their emotions as they just want to get him out from behind this tower, but it seems like he will finally go down to the minion wave. Kali now getting caught out again by this Anivia. It seems like NYPD may have a slight bit of upper hand here in this early game. 6 minutes in, scoreline 2-1. NYPD will claim Void Grubs for themselves. Very strong objective here in the early game. Seems like both teams will just kind of pop the farming. NYPD is up in objective as all 3 Void Grubs, I believe, were taken by that Hecarim. Amumu and MF now looking to find a recall here. Twitch farming up his jungle now, just trying to get some damage. It does look like it might be AD Twitch. And it does look to be AD Tracer. Shaker now, possibly proxy farm again. Hecarim finding some vision in his way while clearing his red. They do know NYPD's jungle is positioned now. Mumu going in with a big stun on TF, but again, not much follow-up. Bomb shield blocking a lot of damage to TF. And Mumu looking worse off in that trade. It seems to be just back and forth with AFG's bot side putting a lot of pressure onto Kali now looking worse for wear against the Anivia. Shaco just playing with this Rammus as he was, I believe, taking some of Hecarim's jungle. Kali trading back. Twitch is here. Looking for a gank on the Anivia. Anivia stuns up the Twitch. Taking him really low. He has to be careful with this Anivia. She is really strong. Doesn't seem like much going on. There is Infernal Dragon up, but nobody seems to be too interested in trying to rush this dragon down. Be really quiet on both sides of each team, just looking to farm it out, try to scale up, I think. Braum looking to apply some pressure, but won't find much of anything. We'll back away. MF now though, looking really low on mana. Gonna have to recall soon to try to get some of that back. Trying to fight via Mumu and the MF, gets the stun on a Mumu, and takes a lot of health in that encounter, but will walk away. Looking to play it really aggressive while TF was looking to clear some vision. I feel like that was maybe a miscommunication or maybe just arrogance on Brom's side, just trying to maybe bite off more than I think he could chew. Void Grubs have spawned. Hecarim does look to want to try to take those again as he is moving towards them. He does not have Cryo in mid and top lane, so he has to be careful as he could get clapped. Meanwhile, bot side will take their third plate, getting a lot of gold in this early round. TF looking to just, I think, scale up. Now getting stunned up by the enemy, will capitalize, taking out the brawl. But that was a lot spent just to try to get one person. And Mumu is incredibly low, which is looking to try to wrap around, it seems. TF with the stun on Mumu, stunning the TF, as well going down on Twisted Fate. And Mumu will fall to the Twisted Fate Twitch now, diving tower, trying to look for it with TF, and they will find both bot laner and support of NYPD in that tower dive. Very messy, I think, but all in all, executed well enough to where they could get out. Now switching over to Hecarim now on the bot side, looking to try to find him. Hecarim will ult and kill him, and will also move to take out the Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate flash comes out, but it's not enough as Hecarim runs him down. Shaco up here on the top side just keeps continuously bullying this Rammus. I will say I respect the Rammus' build as he's gotten some of the things that he needs, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really deal with this Shaco. And Akali getting chunked down really low by Hecarim and Anivia there in that mid lane skirmish. Now, NYPD looking to clear up some of this vision around Dragon, possibly looking to take the first Dragon here. AFG may be looking to try to fight for it though, with Twitch in the area and getting footing. But it's 2v3 here, so AFG have to be really careful with how they take this. And Hecarim is in the pit, just looking to try to force the objective. There won't be any opportunity to really smite steal from Nasty Gouda here. And it will go over to NYPD. First Dragon of the game. And now looking, getting some damage out. From that shield going up, blocking some of the damage in response.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
And it seems first tower will fall to AFG. Kali now looking to put pressure on this Hecarim, invading his jungle and possibly trying to steal away the red, but he finds it wrong. Now looking for some damage. Henry ult coming out, but it will not save a Mumu as he will fall. And now you have 4 AFG members down in this bot side looking to just put pressure on this MF. Might look for the tower dive, but chooses better of it and backs away as they see that Anivia is missing in mid. And I believe they know she's there. Yep, they definitely know she's there now. Braum blocking as much as he can, getting low. Shield will save him. Which will just assassinate the MF. Gets taken down low with the tower shot, but will just seem to be walking away. Seems like both Twitch and Shaco are content just to farm up here on the top side. Herald has been slain by NYPD. They've so far taken almost all the objectives here away from AFG, which is really good on them. They've got to make sure that they start using these objectives to get some lane cryo, as it seems like Airforce AFG is just constantly putting pressure on their towers. even without all the objectives, like, seem to be making it strong now. Maybe getting caught out with the video wall, but it's just so tanky that he just walks out. To go in, but just stunned up by Anivia. Ult comes down, getting him really low, but won't be able to do enough damage to take him out. Braum now just looking for a recall. Anivia interrupts it though, looking to keep putting pressure onto this Anivia. Stun hitting TF, a large chunk of damage with the electrocute proc, and now Twitch here trying to take out this very strong Anivia. Braum trying to intercept some of the damage. Hecarim coming through, going to look for the Braum. Good flash from the Braum, saving his own life there. Hecarim ghosted for that too, so that's a summoner down on the jungle. Rumble now just absorbing as much of this topside jungle as he possibly can. Herald called down in the mid lane for NYPD. And take that mid lane tower really low. But to be able to actually find the tower, either not having the pressure from the wave or anyone around. But it won't be too long now till that mid tower falls. And MF have to be careful. They have vision, so they know people are starting to move down. Braum getting stunned up into the Anivia. Wall coming down as the bait is just damage into this Anivia, but it won't be enough. That should walk away. Twitch and TF and Braum now putting damage into the tower. We'll find that mid lane tower. And again, AFG just seems to be super content with just giving objectives away and taking objective tower after tower. Followed up with layers and layers of CC and MF ulti to take him out. But that's again a lot of resources being spent on just finding this one champion. Hecarim ult, MF ult. Now is looking to try to farm his own topside, and is going to be met with this Shaco, who has been farming strongly all game. Nivea now going to try to, Kali, apologies, looking for the MF, will not find the Shuriken throw. Shaco now possibly looking to play the Nivea, and will get stunned up, but won't really equate to much as he'll just clone out of it. Nivea choosing wisely to just walk away. But Nivea is scaling up now. Roa complete for the Nivea, as well as a couple items on NYPD's side and AFG side. Hecarim choosing to go for lethality with the Hubris build, which I'm not a big fan of Hubris, if I'm being 100% honest. I think it's a definite niche item that can be good in circumstances, but I don't know if it's the proper build for Hecarim. Now you've got three members just trying to look to take out the Shaco. Stun going out, but won't find him, and he will just slip away. Shaco just dancing on him. Definitely a slippery guy. Probably one of my least favorite characters in the game. Braum also dancing on him, but Braum has to be careful. There's three there. He is very much alone and is going to possibly be caught out here. Hecarim and Mini dealing a massive amount of damage on him. Now AFG has come in, and it seems like Akali will take out the Hecarim, and then Akali herself will fall. Rammus will fall here, and it looks like AFG might be losing engagement as NYPD just seem to be getting pick after pick, and will be 4 members of AFG for 3 members of NYPD. Definitely good for the NYPD, but Shaco up here on the top side just going again to tower after tower in this split push mentality where he's just, I'm going to take your towers. And Nivea now finding the first tower for NYPD in that mid lane, opening up more of the map for NYPD there. But a lot of the damage has been done to NYPD's towers. They're down to their second towers in every lane. They do have a bit of an objective lead with all of the Void Grubs being taken, but Dragons are 1-1. It is 10 kills to 8 in favor of NYPD, and they are still down by 3k gold. Scratch that, probably closer to 4k gold. I'm reevaluating my map. And it seems like AFG will be just happy to fight for Vision. Now looking for a pick on the Sinus Fortune. May not find it. Diving tower now. Braum taking tower shots. And MF will get away. Hecarim coming in now to try to stop him. Hecarim dealing good damage to TF and will take him down. Braum following closely after that. Hecarim now is just taking damage from minions and will eventually fall. Kill going over to Braum. Shaco is currently just in Hecarim's topside jungle looking to try to take these buffs away. Rammus looking for the stun. Shaco will just teleport away. Ollie in the meantime will be putting pressure onto that bot tower. Almost about to get it, but it's stopped by the MF. And it seems like NYPD is just leading towers slowly. Shaco now in a 2v1 versus Rammus and Nivea has to be kind of careful here. Clone is out. It does seem like he's putting pressure into the Nivea and will get shut down for it. Clone will be taken out, but won't really find much else after he falls. Meanwhile, Amumu looks to be caught out slightly, and it seems we may have a slight pause or freeze. Currently my spectator seems to not be wanting to work with me in that game. I will go ahead and do a small recap. NYPD did get the win. We do not have actual video proof of it, but NYPD did get the win, so it is currently 1-1, each team having a win over each other. And we are currently in the process of setting up the third game. We are about halfway through the draft. We have Amumu, Poppy, and Vex picked for the side of Airforce Gaming, and Jin, Hecarim, and Echo picked for the side of NYPD. From the looks of it, Airforce Gaming is again going for an interesting team dynamic of Yordles. And last game, actually, they went for Crime City, which was very fun to watch and very interesting to see. Meanwhile, NYPD, from that first win, or from the second game win, I believe they're sticking with what worked in the terms of the Hecarim and changing around that. Second round of bans will be Caitlyn and Ashe from the side of NYPD, followed with bans from Airforce Gaming being Blitzcrank, and we'll have to wait and see Darius coming for the side of Airforce Gaming. So far in the draft, I'm definitely enjoying Airforce Gaming's takes on drafting with kind of the memeier drafts of first it was Cops, then it was Crime City, now it's Yordles, it seems. Malphite coming through from the NYPD. Definitely much more stable drafts, I think, coming from the NYPD. And it is an all Yordle team coming through for Airforce Gaming, with Vigar and Tristana being locked in. This is definitely going to be an interesting game, as I've always wanted to see an all Yordle team being played. But it's definitely going to be an interesting game. I think I do like NYPD's draft. It definitely is very good in terms of finding picks. But I definitely think that Airforce Gaming is going to have a really good team fight. And I think that if Airforce Gaming can find themselves around objective fights and find a way to draw them into objective fights, it will be very good for Airforce Gaming in terms of how they play out the team fights. I definitely am excited to see the Jhin pick. I think Jhin is incredibly strong in this meta. The Malphite is definitely interesting as there is a lot of magic damage on the side of Airforce Gaming. So I'm curious as to how the Malphite is going to do with kind of the not having as much armor stacking. He could go full AP and just go to one-shot the Yordles. Granted, they do have a lot of tankiness in Amumu and Poppy, but Poppy could go lethality Poppy and just look to one-shot the squishy targets. And if that is the case, your only tank that you have to really worry about at that point is Amumu. But definitely going to be an interesting game. Definitely something that I'm looking forward to watching. I hope everybody who has been here has enjoyed the games. I hope that they've been entertaining to watch. Just defunded? Oh, that's not good to hear. Well, hopefully you guys can get funding for your guys' stream, because I just followed your guys' stream too. That's a little bit disappointing, but I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here to hopefully watch some entertaining games. Airforce Gaming has definitely made it a little bit more entertaining with their drafts being very themed and very intricate. NYPD, though, is definitely putting up a good fight. It is currently 1-1 in the standings, and the winner of this is going to be the winner of the show match. So definitely more competitive than the last show match. So, but I'm good to see that it's been entertaining, and I hope all of you have been entertained. Just about a minute left till we get back into the game and to spectate it. Hopefully the spectator does not fall off in this game. It did in the last game, and I apologize for that. That was a client issue that I could not really help fix. But I'm definitely liking NYPD's odds in this game. I think AFG's draft is solid with the all Yordle comp. I think it's going to be Vigar support, possibly an Amumu support, and Poppy jungle with a Vex mid. I don't see it being anything else. It could be a Amumu top, which would be... I don't know how Amumu does in top lane. But it looks like the game is going to be starting. Go ahead and transition over to game. Okay.
Welcome to
So here we go.
Summoner's Rift.
It's going to be interesting to see if there's any early invades on either side. It doesn't
30
look like
seconds until
AFG
minions
is
spawn.
opting into an early invade, instead looking to kind of just defend their bot side quadrant. Amumu does look to be going pretty deep into the top side here. I'm unsure if he was spotted out by the Malphite. Does look like he is about to be, as he's just getting a ward on his red, on the enemy team's red there, and is going to back away.
Minions have spawned.
It is indeed Poppy jungle with a Mumu top. Vigar does seem to be... Is it Vex support? It does look to be Vex support. I have to change. So it is Vigar mid, Vex support. Interesting change. I would have definitely probably preferred Vigar in support. I think Vex is not as strong of a support as Vigar, but that is up to them to decide. Does look like we've just got some small amounts of farming for right now. Doing pretty well, clearing the wave out. He does have good AoE abilities. Expecting him to have pretty good push. Bot side, it does seem that NIPD will find the push with the Jin Morgana. Echo looking to trade onto the Rygar. It is Electrocute Echo and not Halo Blade Echo. I have seen Halo Blade Echo in a couple of my games. Amumu getting low on mana, but is doing some decent damage to the Malphite and getting the push. Pretty early on here. It is level 3. Stuns on the Malphite. Going in. Forces the flash out of Malphite early on. Which may be capitalized on by the junglers. Interesting enough, the junglers are actually not mirroring each other with their clears. It is actually AFG who's opted into the bottom of the clear, with the Poppy looking to try to fight on that top side, while Hecarim for NYPD has started topside and is moving towards his bot lane, possibly looking to try to get that, possibly looking to get Jin ahead early on here. Morgana Spell Shield used to stop the fear from Vex. Morgana Spell Shield is just such a strong ability, stopping CC and keeping carry safe. Very good pickup here from NYPD. So far, Amumu looking to fight this Malphite again, looking to apply pressure with his tears and stuff. Getting some decent damage onto him. Does have the tier stacking, so shouldn't have too many mana issues up here on the top side. Buying space, look at the building. Echo is getting ganked in mid lane. Will be able to get out of it. Hecarim does show up, Ghost, and doesn't find much of anything, as Poppy does seem to want to chase. Meanwhile, Amumu did get Malphite here in the top side, getting first blood. Now Poppy just sticking around, trying to get this wave push. Echo looking for the Rygar now. Echo will get caught by the Poppy, and meanwhile Hecarim will take out Rhaegar, only to be killed under tower. Amumu now maybe biting off more than he can chew, but is doing decent damage. Super low health though, so does have to be careful. No real mana on the side of Amumu. Malphite may just end up running him down. Flash coming out from Amumu as he, I think, may be able to get away. Meanwhile on bot side, that's interesting. Looking to put some damage into Jin. Looks like Vex is getting really low. Ignite coming down onto the Jin, exhaust onto the Vex. Tristana looking to put some damage into Jin and just might not be able to find enough as Jin does flash away to safety. Hecarim again going for these Void Grubs early in this game, getting all three for himself. Early on, first 3 to him. AFG looking a little bit better in this early game, having 3-1 kills. Tristana looking to jump in, Poppy looking to get some damage onto the Morgana. Poppy now looking to gank bot side here, trying to look for that Jin. Will find him and just gets away so clean from Grant, or A12 on that Poppy for AFG. Very well played from him. I don't know what happened here. Poppy now invading on the bot side jungle there. Hecarim clearing his top side. I think he knows that he's getting invaded there. Wants to probably get this Amumu pressure off of this Malphite. Amumu coming up Hecarim. It is 2v1, so he has to be careful here as he's doesn't have the most damage in the world. He's going to take Hecarim low. He's getting super low himself and will eventually fall. Hecarim staying alive with very little health. Tristana going through the tower, looking to try to deal some damage onto this Echo. But Echo is dealing surprising amounts of damage onto this Poppy and will, with the ulti, get Poppy back. This is looking to be a very competitive game. As early on, kills a 4-3. Objective-wise, I believe NYPD do still have the upper hand as they did get all 3 of those Void Grubs. It's up to Airforce Gaming to try to get the second rotation of Void Grubs away from Hecarim. But so far in all of these games, Airforce Gaming have not seemed to want to go for these Void Grubs at all. Instead opting just to pressure lanes themselves. Hecarim now just clearing the top side of his jungle, working his way to the top side to try to maybe go for this dragon. Morgana clearing some vision in her tri-bush, trying to maybe open up a pathway for Hecarim to gain top side. Mumu just constantly applying pressure and soaking up wave after wave. Bot side fight breaking out. Vex getting chunked pretty heavily by the Jhin. Jhin looking for that fourth shot on any of his targets. Tristana jumping in, fourth shot going under Tristana, and then Rocket blasting him into the wall. Poppy showing up now to get a 2 for nothing on bot side. Now possibly looking to move into the objective, moving into bot side river to look for this dragon. Vex looking possibly for the fruit. Has to be careful as she knows that Echo is there. Echo will dive onto the Vex and kill her. The Poppy looking to just get away now, and Echo is looking incredibly strong. 2 kills to his name. Seems to be finding new life for this NYPD. Their mid lane seems to be Poppy going down to Echo, and Echo now looking to try to get this Zygarde and getting taken out. This is vastly different from how NYPD was in the last series. It seems that Airforce Gaming last series was just taking over all the time, and now NYPD seems to have very good control over how they want to play the game. Incredibly deep. When did he get there? And Echo just seems to be going for him. I guess he was trying to proxy the waves there or something. It just got way too deep and ended up getting picked off. Morgana hitting the binding onto Vex. Vex getting snared up by Jhin. But not much follow-up there. And Vex gets to just walk away cleanly after all that CP. Now Poppy looking to take away these Void Grubs now from the Hecarim, finally getting some priority onto them. Vex looking to go in on the Jhin. Morgana following up, trying to get some damage onto them, but Jhin flashing away and Morgana providing the black shield. It may just be enough to keep Jhin alive as Vex is getting incredibly low and gets taken down by this curtain from Jhin. Meanwhile, Poppy, Amumu, and Zygarde will find the Echo. Hecarim now in trouble while he is trying to look for those grubs and gets taken down by Zygarde. This is incredibly closely matched now as Airforce Gaming have gone 3 for 3 on the grubs with NYPD, and NYPD have only gotten 1 dragon so far. Waiting now for the second one to spawn. Echo looking to go for a kill on his Zygarde. It's blocked out momentarily by the cage, but he's just continuously aggressively pressuring his Zygarde, looking for these roaming kills. Coming out, Hecarim there back him up. Vygar getting taken down. A lot of resources getting used on these kills, but they are finding these kills nonetheless. And the gold is pretty closely even. AFG pulling ahead slightly, probably mostly due to farming. But now with NYPD pressuring their mid tower, some of that gold is going to come back to them in the form of tower plates. Teleport coming back from Vygar as he's trying to get them off of the tower. And the gold has evened up from all these tower plates. Poppy now looking to fight that Hecarim in the topside river. Top turtle being taken by Hecarim. Mumu looking for a Malphite with lifesteal, so he's going to become incredibly healthy. Hecarim now backing up the Malphite. Mumu looking to go 2-on-1, now 3-on-1 as Echo will come up to try to shut down this Mumu. And Mumu will finally fall. He's just so tanky and so hard to kill. Vygar and Poppy now here in a 3v2. Vygar taking on this Malphite, trying to look for anything, but he has a good amount of MR with the Hollow Radiance, providing him good wave clear and good MR now. Malphite does eventually fall to the Poppy. Poppy looking for more, looking to go onto the Hecarim and take him down, but gets traded back while taking tower shots by the Echo and the Hecarim. Hecarim staying alive by maybe a few hundred health. Tristana getting snared up by the Jhin. Tristana going in even though she's below half health. Looking to maybe try to find the Jhin and won't be able to as Jhin just kites her out. Morgana now looking to try to snare up the Vex, trying to get vision of her for the Jhin. Jhin won't be able to find anything else with that curtain call. Those end up taking down Tristana, and NYPD pull ahead in the kill count, 12-9. Versus Airforce Gaming here, pulling ahead as well in gold by about 1,000 gold. Morgana getting snared up. Or Vex, sorry, getting snared up by the Jhin. Mumu looking to fight this Malphite again. Looking to just go in and constantly stack those hearts to stop. Jhin falling to a very long range Vex view. NYPD now looking to try to take this Herald. It seems like AFG wanted to try to stop, but they're going to opposite it. It's like you really have too much cryo. Mumu now looking to try to fight this Malphite again. But I don't know if he's really wanting this. This Malphite seems to be getting the upper hand in this fight. Herald now held up in mid lane. Hecarim gonna slurve the Herald. Really misplayed there by the Hecarim. I don't think he really wanted to do that. I think he was trying to go for the tower and just misguided the Herald. And the Herald's not going to accomplish really anything, and as well get Hecarim killed there. It really bewildered me. I don't know what exactly happened. Maybe just a real misplay. Speaking of misplays, Mumu missing the ulti, but traded for the ulti of Echo. Now, AFG looking to possibly kill Morgana here, gets it, and the Cloud Dragon. Now looking for more for the Jhin, but Jhin will flash away and get out to safety.
Blue team's turret.
Meanwhile, Malphite up in topside gets the tower, is getting pressured by the Amumu, but Amumu is just solid, about as solid as a rock, no pun intended. Seem like everyone is going to try to take a reset and try to look to spend maybe some of that gold they got from those plays that were done around the map. And looking at the standing, it's really even, 12-12, each having one dragon and each having 3 void grubs. One tower taken in top side for NYPD and one tower taken in bot side for AFG. This is probably the most balanced game that I've seen in any of the show matches that I've hosted or that I've commentated on, and it's really surprising to see it so well balanced. Really going down and again just having a wet noodle fight on his top side. Mumu and Malphite going at it. Echo caught out potentially. Ulti coming through, and Gligar shutting him down with his own ulti. Big shutdown gold going over to Gligar. I will say, I believe scaling is on the side of AFG with the Gligar and Tristana. I believe that NYPD may need to try to find a way to start closing this match out a little bit faster, or else the Gligar is just going to start taking over. Of course, they do have ways to shut him down, as he is going to be a squishy mage, but if you've got these tanks healing for him, because Poppy did not go lethality, she did indeed go tank. And you have Mumu as well, who is just stacking these Heartsteel procs on this top side. It's going to be a very decent front line for them to have to try to get through. And I don't believe they really have an answer for it, as Echo Echo and Jin are not made for dealing damage to tanky individuals. Jin is going lethality, so his damage will fall off with the tank stacking armor. And Echo is potentially going to build some magic pen, but it may not be enough to be able to get through these two tanks. And with Gligar just constantly stacking more and more damage with his passive procs, it's going to be kind of just a war of attrition for AFG to just hold out and scale. Malphite again going head to head, trying to just fight it out. Echo looking for Vex possibly. Not going to find much, but Jin's going to take out. Echo going in the tower, taking several power shots. Vex falling over. So he's going to be the one to fall first. Heckling barely getting away with scraps of HP. Echo now stunned up by the Poppy is going to just dash away and get away to safety. And again, Mumu and Malphite just up and topside, duking it out. I don't foresee this really going for much other than being more Heartsteel stacks for the Amumu. Looking at farm leads and stuff, Echo has the farm lead in mid, where Amumu has the farm lead in top side. Junglers are pretty much well and even. Morgana falling there to Tristana. Very well orchestrated by AFG there, taking her out. Now looking to just try to apply pressure onto this mid tower. Gligar Cave going down around the tower. Mumu here getting a big stun. Gligar finding the Echo. Poppy looking now for the Jin, but may not be able to find it as he just keeps fighting it out. And Heckler will cut her down the side as Malphite is now in the back line trying to look for anything. And Amumu is still there, so tanky, absorbing a lot of damage as Gligar and Vex just pump out tons of magic damage into this wave, trying to get this minion wave to crash back into this tower. Heckrum is really low, going to clear out some vision and possibly farm up on his top side here. Gotta regenerate some of the health back. Like, he has to be careful because he's not going to regenerate back to full off of like one camp. He needs to make sure that he's being incredibly careful, or else AFG will just hunt him down in the low number and take him out. He is regenerating relatively quickly though, and now with red buff he should be able to generate more health. Malphite looking to clear out this wave on topside to get it pushing again. Dragon is up though, with Heckrum on topside. This may just be AFG's Dragon. They're not going to be able to really contest this without Heckrum there. And NYPD realizing this, I think, they're just going to look the pressure for lane prowler. Amumu going onto the Echo, and Echo is just saying nope, and leaving Amumu to do whatever he wants to do. Poppy now, X flash over the wall, trying to look for something, but they're realizing there's too many people there. Lulu teleports up the top side, finds Echo and Malphite trying to take the top side tower, and Lulu doing everything he can to try to get them off of it. Dealing damage into the Malphite, maybe not the best course of action, but Echo is just dealing massive amounts of damage to him. Vex now putting damage into the Malphite. Malphite will eventually fall. But so will Vex. On the other side of the map, we've got Vygar killing Jin and Tristana killing Echo died on the other side of the map. My apologies. So much to keep track of here. Somehow hard to keep track of. And NYPD getting a few kills in return of getting that Vygar and the Amumu and Vex back with some trade kills. Kills are still incredibly even. AFG is up one dragon. And potentially towers are even. That mid lane tower for AFG does look really low, so they're going to have to really fight to try to keep it alive. Like, gold lead is nearly dead even, it seems, and it's almost anybody's game still at this point, 23 minutes in. Each side has to be careful of what mistakes they make, because at this point in the game, any mistake can lead to disastrous ends with either side being able to take over. It seems like there's going to be a brief pause in the calamity here, and each team is going to try to farm it out and try to get some smaller leads. Normally just applying pressure to the Echo, who is going to deal really large chunks of it to her in terms of damage. They're not going to be able to find the stun. They're looking to try to really win this EP coming in from the Vygar. Lulu's staying alive for so long, and Vygar finally takes off, and Lulu's eyes will take out the Echo, and Echo now looking for the Vex. Ulti coming through from Echo won't be able to find anything. He is half health. Vex ulti will find the Echo and will take him out. Vex looking incredibly low, has to be careful and recall as soon as possible. But AFG will find another topside tower and possibly will eventually turn this into a Baron play, as they did find the Echo and the Echo, who are two of the stronger members of NYPD. That may have been what AFG needed to close out this game. Certain calls in the head from Jim over this Baron is looking for just anything that he can find, possibly looking to try to kill the Baron. He's not going to be able to deal with Poppy. Now getting engaged on by the Malphite. Malphite looking to try to do anything that he can to the backline, but is going to be buster shot away by the Tristana. Poppy is so tanky in the front. Going to find Jin and absolutely delete him with the help of all the other Yordles. It's amazing what this Yordle comp can actually do. I never really imagined that all the Yordles paired together would synergize this well and be this strong. Mumu here on the bot side, clearing out waves. AFG does have the Baron buff, and do need to try to put it to good use before NYPD can catch the breath, so to speak. Echo trying to find a recall is going to get interrupted by this Vex. Using that buffed up Baron wave in the mid lane to try to get the pressure for this dragon fight. It's a good idea, but it may not be enough, as they've got 3 members here, now 4, to try to clear up this wave. Malphite going to catch this wave on the bot side of Mumu, who is all alone here, just trying to apply as much pressure as he can. These 2 tanky boys are just going to start duking it out, though. Mumu using the wave as an advantage to try to get as many of those leads out as possible. Malphite winning out in this trade, though. Panic Rooker absorbing a lot of damage. Tristana is now here, as well as Vex for the side of AFG, and Echo is here to back up the Malphite. Jin and Morgana are on their way. Poppy and Ryder are going to find them now. He's getting shot up by Poppy, and he's going to be taken down by the Vex. Morgana is possibly going to be next here as Vygar flashes forward for her. Now Amumu is feeling more confident than ever. He's going to go back onto this Malphite, who is just not taking any damage from the Amumu with that Canic Rookerin and College Radiance, as well as Mercury Sharks. Just to will be another dragon for Airforce Gaming. They're stacking these dragons in this game. Seems like AFG learned from their past mistake of giving up all the objectives in the world to NYPD. Now focusing on objectives much harder and definitely getting a better hand on them. They're now looking for the Vigar and will just get exploded by the Vigar ultimate. Now Poppy looking for something, getting the gym cleaned up and possibly deleted. Not a one shot, but close enough as Jin will fall. Being taken out by Airforce Gaming. And it seems like that one play on topside that led to the Baron fight is all that Airforce Gaming needed to start snowballing this game, as they've gotten dragons, they've gotten kills, and they've found a nice 5k gold piece for themselves here. And they keep finding tower after tower. Fight engage behind the It's not going to jump away. Vigar getting really low and gets taken down by the Morgana. So on the flank though, will find the Tristana as well. Vex going to get also taken down on the ulti from the Vex. Really soaking up as much damage as he can, but there's no power. All your damage dealers are dead, and Poppy is the only one alive there, and he's going to be taken out. What a turn by NYPD to try to salvage this game, and it's gonna be NYPD coming up big on the follow-up from that mid lane push from Airforce Gaming there. Going to take a tower, possibly two, from that play, and Airforce Gaming just really dropping the ball. The damage dealers are up for Airforce Gaming, but the damage may already be done for NYPD as they are just getting this push now, trying to get anything they can from it. And NYPD intelligently going to back away into the jungle. Airforce Gaming may be looking to try to chase, but they may not be able to find anything as NYPD get their recalls off. Now each side going to reset and try to regroup themselves. And what a play by NYPD there. Baron coming up soon. Potentially going to be the next objective, though I believe Cloud Drake also, Kim Drake will also be coming up soon as well. NYPD looking to try to fight for this vision around this Baron as well. Meanwhile, Airforce Gaming is looking to try to maybe take out more of these towers. Morgana getting caught out by the Poppy and the Vigar, and the Vigar is going to say goodbye as he ults and beats Morgana. Meanwhile, you've got Malphite here, who's just so incredibly tanky. It's just going to take all the damage in the world from the move, but he isn't going to get moved at all. Vigar now Cage coming out, trying to get damage into the Malphite, and won't really find much with that Panic Wizard and Radiant combo. Again, just going to absorb a lot of the magic damage. Now AFG is on Baron. Echo is looking to try to go for something, but he is not the jungler, and is going to be nearly taken out. Vigar Cage going in on speed, and Echo now on out. AFG going to collapse on them and take them out. Now with buffed up Barons, they may be able to Baron first, they may be able to find this mid lane tower that they were looking for before that went just so disastrously. Vex though, maybe looking to use ulti on the Morgana, but cider of it as Airforce Gaming is going to get slapped on the Malphite coming through. They're going to try to get Poppy pushing away the Echo. Malphite just is in there taking so much damage, but there's no follow-up, and there's no damage dealers on the side of NYPD. And Malphite just gets taken out. Not ulti coming through, gonna send up we're gonna have to flash away at half health. And Airforce Gaming will find an inhib tower and inhibitor in the mid lane, and is now looking to try to set up for this Cloud Soul, or for this Kim Dragon Soul. And what a turnaround again from Airforce Gaming. NYPD had a really strong comeback there, but they found another Baron and were able to make use of the Baron push and made really strong plays there. And now it's still again a 5k gold lead for Airforce Gaming. But I do think NYPD still have a chance on this. They still, and if Airforce Gaming drops the ball and they're not careful with their split push, it could still go the way of NYPD. Malphite is so monstrous and so tanky, and Echo has so much damage. Amumu all alone, getting caught out in the side, and will go down to the Echo, who is 13 kills and 4 assists. This is an incredibly strong Echo. Meanwhile, the rest of Airforce Gaming are going to try to put pressure onto this top side, getting once down on the top side jungle, and just fighting for vision. Poppy is split off from them. There is no real front line for these Airforce Gaming members, so they have to be really careful as it is a 3v4. PP now coming in from that fight. Hecarim going in early, trying to take out his Zygarde. Didn't hurt his call coming through. Zygarde getting taken down low, but Hecarim will collect him, and Tristana is going to be able to get out. Vex now is the only one in danger as he will take a blast through out and will seemingly get away. But again, another turn from NYPD, just looking ridiculously strong on it and being able to take out Vex going in on the gym. Not going to be able to find anything as two other members of Morgana and Malphite will collapse on the gym. However, what was that? Was that an item? Oh, it was the Stormcaller? I believe it's called Stormcaller. I'm not sure what item that is, but it absolutely deleted that gen in the aftermath. Poppy now getting taken low by the Echo. And it may be too much for the Poppy. Blast cones out, shield getting caught. Picked up by the Poppy, maybe enough to get her out. Tristana is there, is going to just get... Oh, it was the Echo who got popped. Malphite ulti almost killed Tristana, but luckily the jump came up in time for her to just hop away. Very well played there, and very calmly played by Thuggish Emu, who just hops away, slivers of health. Applying pressure to this Hecarim, dealing decent damage to this lethality Hecarim as a full tank of Mumu is able to just soak up all of this wave and walk away with a large pool of health still. That Heartsteel doing a lot for this Amumu. Now you've got a mid lane push coming in. Poppy looking to buy space, looking for any sort of stun angle onto Airforce or onto NYPD. Apologies for that, as it seems the game has ended, but we are not there yet. Amumu does find the Hecarim, getting a 400 gold shutdown. And now it seems like Airforce Gaming wants to apply pressure to this top side. With Hecarim down though, it may open Airforce Gaming up for a third Baron take. And Baron is spawning soon. And it seems like Airforce Gaming is just content to just try to slowly try to pick apart NYPD. And NYPD is making them fight for every inch. Because it is still in NYPD's grasp to try to take this. They just have to have one good team fight. Because their mid lane is open on both teams. AFG waiting in that side bush, waiting for anyone to just try to poke their head through, possibly looking for this Baron now. Jin gonna spot him out, is going to flash away, and Airforce Gaming is going to start up this Baron. Ooh, tanking it up on the front line. Echo knows they're there, possibly looking for something, and is not going to be able to see it popping out, grabbing the Echo, and Echo falling. Echo is there, first of all, on him. Putting shot after shot down. Echo is going to fall. Malphite was going to find all of them, but isn't going to be enough as he is tanky, but there is no follow-up damage as Jen will fall as well. Massive ace for Airforce Gaming as they will look to try to push and end this game out. Just a matter of time for them to try to take out these towers. Amumu going to tank up all these shots, the massive amount of health that he has. He's able to tank so many shots before having to walk away, and those towers for the Nexus will fall, and the Nexus itself will go down. Airforce Gaming is your show match winner, ladies and gentlemen. That was indeed a hell of a game from Airforce Gaming and NYPD. I gotta admit, there were times where NYPD looked like they were gonna come back. They looked like they could take it with how big that Malphite was and how strong the Echo was, finding really good flanks on Airforce Gaming. It was pretty crazy to watch and pretty crazy to see, and I'm really happy with that last game. I thought it was a banger of a game, but that will be the final game of this show match. There will be more show matches coming out. Please look ahead to those. There will be announcements for them. But for now, that is all. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed the show. And thank you again for NYPD for coming and partnering with us for this show match. Definitely well played on both sides today. Definitely really much enjoyed these series of games. And I thank you all for coming out, and I hope that you have an amazing week. Thank you again, and good night, everyone.